Hi Tiffany, welcome to Presto Music.
Thank you.
Come on in out the rain. So Tiffany, you're throwing a fancy dinner party for 3 guests, living or dead. Who's invited?
I'm going to change my answer every time.
Yeah.
Because I see a bunch of violins. Stradivari, be curious what he would think of sounds nowadays. And Schumann and E.T. Hoffmann.
Cool.
Because writer, composer, instrument maker. That's a better answer.
Yeah. Nice one. And what would be on the menu?
Whatever they like.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what they like.
Yeah. What's your dream holiday destination?
Somewhere with a lot of nature.
Yeah.
Animals, maybe squirrels and ducks.
Yeah, cool.
And a comfy bed.
Very nice. And what's your routine on the day of a gig?
Learning my piece of music on a new instrument, like this. Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, I can't play. There.
Nice. And how do you like to unwind afterwards?
A good chat with friends, maybe, or sleep, or or a beer or drink.
Cool.
Drink responsibly.
Yes.
I'm not an alcoholic.
Agreed. What historical concert would you like to attend with a time machine?
Okay, I would have wanted to watch some of this.
Oh yeah, yeah. Definitely.
Now that I'm seeing this.
Yeah.
But also any of the concerts that Schumann reviewed in his journal. Like there was one where Liszt accepted flowers, and it was quite a scandal for these critics who were like, "Oh, how can you be so conceited and accept flowers?"
Oh, cool. Nice. What's the last book you read that really touched or changed you?
Last book I read. Well, okay, 2. Since we're in the UK, I should mention Henry James.
Cool.
I feel like Portrait of a Young Lady. But before that, it was E.T. Hoffmann, Life and Opinions of a Tomcat Murr, a cat who writes his own autobiography that ended up as waste paper stuck in between another person's, human's autobiography.
Oh wow, cool. And have you watched a film recently that's really touched or changed you?
Don't watch that many films, but Metropolis was the last one that made me think a lot cinematically and artistically and philosophically about the soul and robots and humans.
Yeah. What's
Should I wear this next time on stage?
Yes, go for it.
Piano pin.
Yeah. What's a limiting belief that you've let go of?
That, I don't know, something to do with self-confidence, like just believing in myself a bit more.
Yeah.
I think in the past couple of years, I struggled to really be confident with my own ideas. And I'm very grateful my ideas worked out, but like, I wish I had more confidence.
Yeah, what's an unpopular opinion you refuse to budge on?
Unpopular opinion. I think it's a very popular opinion that musicians only practice. And I've come up with a cliche phrase where it's like, don't practice, play. Because practice is just so mechanical and so rigid and not very imaginative and inspiring or creative, to me at least, the way it sounds. And so yeah.
Cool.
It's a
What would be the
Blu-ray.
next box set on your wish list then?
In this selection, I like these a lot though. I mean, I'm very curious about Bernstein and I have a lot of admiration, but I would say I'm curious about the unreleased recordings because I grew up with Glenn Goldberg Variations, both of them, the younger one and the older one, but it's also a little bit controversial that I picked this because I feel like, what would he have said? Would he have wanted these unreleased recordings to be published?
Well, I don't know.
So I hesitate to say that I would pick this if he would not have wanted, and I'm actually making him roll in his grave by saying that.
Well, who's a composer that you think is underrated?
Generally speaking, I think Schumann is not valued enough in the, like when you think of classical music, a lot of it, it's like, oh, Mozart, Beethoven, Bach, and Chopin. but Schumann, not so much.
And if you can send one text to your 5-year-old self, what would you say?
Have lots of fun and believe in yourself. And it's okay to have your own ideas.
Who's a historical musician or composer you'd love to have collaborated with?
I would be super intimidated, but now I'm thinking of even older. Like, I think I was thinking of the question in the context of more contemporary people, but like, what would it have been like to play with Mendelssohn as the conductor?
Cool. Yeah, yeah.
Just spontaneously think, but
Yeah,
just
why not?
with any of the composers that wrote their music, what would have been like to play their music with them and
Yeah.
a soloist for concertos?
Yeah.
I'll be very scared.
Fair enough, yeah. If you only had access to one social media platform, what would you choose?
I have my own called Diaries, so a little bit biased.
Yeah.
But I do like Instagram for Snoopy and like animals videos.
Cool. What fictional character do you identify with?
Snoopy!
Yeah,
He has multiple characters and personalities.
true.
I
Yeah,
love Snoopy.
cool. How do you manage performance anxiety?
Performance anxiety. I just tell myself it's me and the piano.
Yeah.
I was quite anxious like a week and a half ago about a concert. Still was quite anxious during the playing. But I just tried my best to focus on the music.
There you go. The
It's so
recreation.
cool. I grew up in CD shops, and so now mine is actually in one.
Do you prefer physical albums or streaming?
I think physicals are nice to feel its substance in the physical reality, but streaming is nice for travel.
And who's the first musician of any genre who really spoke to you?
Probably operas, but I would not have known who they were behind the tracks when I was very young, like 2 or 3. I grew up listening to all kinds of music, but operas always made me feel extra emotional and teary and like hurts a little bit on the somewhere on the inside, and I never really knew why. So some sort of opera singing.
Cool. What is a classical music tradition we should bin?
That you have to know a lot of things to appreciate classical music, that you have to study years and years or know all the history behind it. Wait, take 2.
And there we go. There you go.
Hope you like my album on the ukulele.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Tiffany.
Thank
Cheers.
you.